What's going on, folks? I'm Renegade, and this is a 2001 Ninja 500R, also known as the EX 500. Pretty good bike, but it still needs some work. Well, today we're going to take care of some of that. One thing you'll notice is the wheel paint is chipping. The legs are grimy and missing paint. You have these horrible mirrors. I know they're stock, but they're really bad. And these. So I'm not sure what the deal is with these guys, but we're pretty sure they don't work. To me, they actually look like they might be trailer lights or diesel lights, like diesel marker lights, not meant for flashing all the time. Maybe the bulbs are just blown. Not sure. We're going to take those off. I'm going to put something better on. What I have here is a brand new turn signal. It's a little dirty, but I was playing with it earlier. Brand new turn signal integrated mirror. Hi. See? Sees it really well. I have two of those. They're going to go on the bike in place of those mirrors and in place of those not turn signals. This way we can actually have fully functioning turn signals all the way around the bike. So these guys were listed on eBay. Not much, it was only like $30. But they were listed as fitting for many different vehicles. Now I did already check the fitment, and they will give me the right angle that I need. You'll notice here, these bolts slide, allowing for you to fit them on many different vehicles, depending on the size, or allowing for the size for the mounting points. Because not all turn signals are the same. We got the wires here, a little thin guys, but it's only LEDs. And I'm gonna have to put some ends on those so we can connect them to the other things. Now with this bike, whoever worked on it before did a lot of weird work, not a lot of great work. So I already have some wiring in the front I need to take care of anyways, so it works out. Alright, so I took the nose of the bike off so that I could get the wires directly and figure out which wire is which, because it was a mess. I figured I'd show you a little trick. Alright, I have here the right side mirror, or the mirror that's going to go on the right side. Alright, put connectors on them. Female, male. I went over here to the bike, figured out which wires were which, and put the right ends on them. Male for ground, female for power. It's the exact opposite of what's on there, so they go together. Yes, it's like sex. But then I went over to the other side. Now I know which wires these are. And I put the opposite connectors on. Reason for this is, now when I go to connect everything up later on, I'll know that only the left side, which is going to have a male end on the ground, will go into this wire here. I'm also going to tape them up too, this way it's even easier. But if you don't do this, you end up causing a lot of confusion and you start doing the whole plug and test method. Although it is easy, it's not that difficult, it's still nice just to be able to go, these wires, bing, bing, these wires, bing, bing, done. Simple lesson. I should also make note that before you solder any of your electrical connectors, always make sure the connections work. Luckily, I already did solder them up. So I can do this here. We have success. Now I still do need to get a flasher relay because it is flashing too fast, but I'll take care of that later on. Now I gotta try and get everything back together and actually mount these suckers. Alright, so let me show you what was on the bike. Got these guys right here. The lens is screwed on to the housing. I pried this one off already. Check out how they're hooked up. Alright, see those two bolts right here and here? See how rusted they are? This is just a world of bad. I don't know who did this, but they shouldn't have done it. Should use stuff that will at least work and stuff that won't be jacked up at some point. 'Cause that's what happened with these. But I'm taking them off now and we'll get the fairing back on. Alright folks, it's a couple days later. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do the entire video with the mirrors in one go because I'm a moron, I forgot to charge my camera. That happens. But, mirrors are on. Check it out. Look real nice. Obviously, I still have to trim my zip ties. I haven't gotten there yet. The better part is, they look nice, they function, and operating turn signals, always good. So the next step, you'll notice, I have the back tire off. It's currently coated in degreaser. Cleaning it up so that I can give that a coat of paint. Basically, I took it off, hit it with a Brillo pad, hit it with degreaser again, gonna hose it off, and then sand the whole thing and get it taped up and painted. Alright folks, so we're gonna assume that everybody here knows how to sand and nobody wants to watch me do it. I wouldn't want to watch me do it. So I took the wheel, after it dried up, I hit it with a wire brush on my drill just to get all the loose paint off, and I sanded it down. Now's where the fun starts. Yes, index cards wedged between the rubber of the tire and the rim. I got a pack of about 200 at the dollar store for $1. Got all the dollar stores. Cheap is good, right? Jam them in between the wheel and the rim. Makes for an easy and cheap mask off thing. Now I'm going to tape all of them so they don't shift, and then I'll be able to start painting. There we go. Everything's taped off. Top, bottom, whichever sides you want to talk about. You notice I've got it up on a coffee can to elevate it. Empty coffee can. My house, we got billions of them. We go through a lot of coffee. Anywho. Now, ready to paint. Once again, using Rust-Oleum. I wish I could get a sponsorship from them because I use a lot of their products. Self-etching primer, automotive primer, white, black, and clear. Like the last time I did painting, I'm going to do 2 coats of primer. 2 layers of primer, I should say. The self-etching because it gives a nice, good adhesive. Regular primer because it's got a nice light color, so everything that goes on top of it will have a nice bright color rather than being dulled out by the kind of greenish gray of the self-adhesive or the self-etching. Time to paint. Alright, while I wait for my primer to sand, I figured I'd address the elephant in the room. I'm sure right now someone's looking at this video and they're getting ready to type in the comment section, why aren't you using wheel paint? Alright, simple enough is I don't see a point. Now this is just my opinion, okay, so take it with a grain of salt, but I painted the wheels of my Volvo 240 10-11 years ago with silver Rust-Oleum paint. Not much different than this stuff right here. Over a decade's gone by, and they still look just as good. A can of this is like $4 at Walmart. A can of wheel paint's like 10. I kind of weigh them out, and I don't see a point in spending more money for the same result. That's just me, though. Like I said, you take it with a grain of salt. All right, all white and clear coated. This is one of those moments where the plan that I started with wasn't going to work so well. Not because I couldn't do it, but because it just wouldn't look good. Originally, I was going to do black spokes, white outer rim, but it just didn't look good. Like in my head, once I started looking at the wheel itself in 3 dimensions, it didn't look good. Always check and look before you do anything. Make sure that things will look good. Because looking at something on paper and looking at something in 3D is, there's 2 entirely different things. Went all white instead of going with the 2-tone. It's a little different than I'm used to, because I'm not a big fan of white rims myself. But I gotta admit, it does look really sharp, and it is what Victoria wanted. I am gonna, however, gonna get some purple rim tape, purple reflective rim tape, so I can put it on, and it will be more of a visible thing in the dark, and give it that little extra accent. It'll be nice. But I gotta put this wheel back on because it's starting to rain again. Working on bikes. Yeah. Give me a moment. And there you have it. One white rim. Also painted the rotor, the inside of the rotor, purple, just because it gives it a nice little touch, you know. Just like I also hit the motor with a little bit of primer to accentuate the Kawasaki and the cooling fins. What do you guys think? Not too bad, I'd say, huh? So white's not normally my color, especially for wheels, but they look pretty darn sharp. If you agree, if you think the white rims look sharp, give the video a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. I got even more work happening on this bike. We're going full custom, so stay tuned. Always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Y'all have a nice day. Stay safe. Keep rocking and rolling. I'll keep taking care of business.